Howdy, sailors. Wait, why can't I? Oh, wait, that's why I can hear myself. Got a hat on. I was confused then. I could hear myself speaking. And I got very scared as to why. But then I realised that it's because my ears aren't covered in the same way they usually would be. Alright. I'm breathing. Just about. Almost choked. I'm gonna play Team Fortress 2 for a bit today. And then I'll see if anything changes. I haven't played TF2 on stream in a while. I'm also standing up, so that could affect it in some way, shape, or form. But we'll see how well I do. I realised I said several things out loud there, and none of them were really linked. They only made sense in the sentence that I was forming in my head, but the sentence that I said out loud didn't make any sense. Okay, let me sort the game out. Okay, that's fine. That should be. Sound is fine. I don't know if you can make those kind of noises with the stream being not visible. Got a bit of cake here. I'm just slowly eating. It's not very good, to be honest. It's quite mid, really. I can see why my dad only paid 40p for it. Meow! Hi, Zombie Myra and Vishfu. Ugh. I don't know why I said that. It was alright. DreamWalk Joe 3. Vishfu, I saw you say that, and I chose to ignore it. I saw you write that in the Discord, and I made the conscious decision to not say anything in response. I thought it better that I don't respond to I like Menderman. I've moved where the chat is on stream. You probably won't notice, because I just assume that none of you actually watch the stream and you only look at the chat box. So I've moved where the chat is on stream, just for the sake of it, just to mix things up a little bit. Also, because generally this side of the stream is a little bit like cleaner. The other side usually has stuff on it, so I'm hoping that that's a thing. It's weirdly halfway up the screen currently, because it's meant to have my webcam underneath it. But also the problem with that, with playing Team Fortress 2, is I have to have my webcam on the other side. I have to be over here, because if I'm not, you can see people with you can see everyone's incredibly offensive custom named weapons. So I have to be over here. But yes, I've moved you. You've been moved. Stream notifications are above me now, as in where I am at the moment. I wanted a change. I wanted a change, and it was the smallest thing it was the smallest thing I could change without actually changing anything. Is moving where everyone is. That's never appeared on stream. I don't know why you'd assume that does. It's very. I'm in my emo phase. I do look like a. I do look right here. It's actually brightened up a little bit, but before I turned the stream on, specifically, I did, and still do look like a MySpace profile picture. This is, I think this is, if I'm just not there, that's my MySpace profile picture. Oh, do you want some spare I do actually look homeless. The thing is, this is like proper home. This is like New York homelessness, like the fashionable homelessness, because this is the sort of thing that people would make themselves like look like on purpose. Streetwear, you know. I'm meant to look homeless with what I'm wearing. I wonder if hold on, maybe it'll look even slightly more. Because I discovered the other day that I have a yeah, look, I've got very slight color correction on. I've brightened it ever so slightly. If I turn the brightness, if I turn it off, then it looks even weird. It looks slightly more edgy. I think the increased desaturated brightness adds to it, though. I think I'm, I think I'm very, I think I am I am a MySpace emo. I never had a MySpace page. I was too young. What is that? What are you burning a dog? Setting a dog on fire? Ever set a dog on fire? Hmm. It's like, yeah. We've got a You've seen my our like smallest dog, the Pomeranian that's like fluffy. We the other day I'm always scared whenever me and my dad like have like a little bonfire in the garden. The other week, me and my dad had a bonfire. We just sat in the garden watching fire. Um, and occasionally the small dog, the small fluffy dog, would come around. He never came close to the fire, but I'm always terrified that he and his like really fluffy, you know, long fur. He's not actually as fluffy as most Pomeranians are because he's got straight hair instead of puffed out hair. But with him in his long fur and his like fluffy tail, I'm always like terrified that he's gonna burst into flames whenever he goes near the fire. But not like in a not like it's not even going to be a slowly like a slower enveloping. It's just he goes near it and he's like a moth. It's just we've now got a devil dog running around screeching at the top of his lungs, so we have to throw him in the pond to put him out. And then we shave him, and you've got a naked guinea pig running around the house. Have I got sound? Probably. I'm not doing anything special on on TF2. It was either TF2 or WoW today. That was my choices were TF2 or WoW, and I chose TF2. Um, because I've done nothing but play WoW, and I feel like what would end up doing if I played WoW is I'd spend the whole stream mining. Um, so I decided that playing TF2 might be at least slightly more engaging to me on a brain on a mental level. Yeah, I'd be Steve maxing. I'd be Steve maxing and I'd be mining. So I decided not to do that. I would want to do like actual WoW content, like Mythic Plus, or at least I'd want to do Stone Vault. I know you don't care about WoW unless you're Maya, in which you slightly care, but I'd be doing one dungeon over and over again on a relatively easy difficulty, specifically for a chance of getting a mount. And I was thinking I could do that, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know, I haven't actually watched the Minecraft trailer with its audio. I just watched it without. I most things that I see on the internet, um most videos that I watch on the internet, I don't actually watch with audio on, unless I'm specifically watching them because of the audio. But the likelihood is that I'm not. Don't mind me, just going over here. Shit. I've got streamer mode on. I don't know what that's gonna actually do. I well, it removes some things. it removes like it removes the names on the kill feed for some reason, but it doesn't remove names from the chat. It seems. Every time I turn stream, sometimes I do play this without stream mode on a stream, but you know. Yeah, so today I'm gonna be. It's gonna be 4 hours of me playing soldier poorly. Because I think I've got like a similar amount of time in I think I've got a similar amount of time in both TF2 and WoW. I probably got more in WoW actually, and I play awfully. I play TF2 awfully on stream. So I'd hate to be playing WoW in which it requires me to like pay attention to the team. so so I'd hate to be trying to do that while streaming because I can't focus on several things. You can't see people and their dodgy using using item names. That's it. It's weird. Whenever I look at this screen, I don't see my face where I expect it to be, and I panic. I get the sweat dripping down my brow. I don't actually know. You'd probably still be able to see like some of the words. I think there is enough space for you to see the worst of the words next to my head when it shows up. You're gonna see me hit some sick air shots. You'll see just how good I am at this game. I'm actually pretty epic. See, look, I hit the ground near him. I hit the ground near him, which to me is just as important as hitting him in the air. Does it do more damage? I don't actually know. Yeah, I know. You're not big, you're not hard. You're just a bellend playing Team Fortress 2. Yeah. just in all caps right next to my head. Hitting air shots is purely just for bragging rights. With an arrow. Oh, I can't have that. I can't have... Who did that? I can't have someone saying such despicable things about me. Alright, come down here. There he is. That's not who I was... No, it was who I was expecting. It was someone. What's occurring then? Anything interesting? Anything fun happened in the world since the last time I streamed? That pyro, he had the he had the binoculars on, but it was coloured to be skin. Wait, that implies that it usually isn't. It usually is. It's just Demoman's skin. I was saying. A third assassination attempt? On who? Wait, you know what? I changed my line of reasoning there. I know who it's going to be. I want to know more. I didn't hear about a third assassination attempt. Well, I've got 5 soldiers. Fine, I'll play something fucking easy. I'm like, fair enough. No, but it is believable. I have Zombie's playing it. Yeah, Zombie was just outing himself. Self-reporting. I've got one of my many background desktop pictures. Fuck off. One of my many desktop background pictures is an AI generated picture of Donald Trump at the previous shooting, hugging a tree with a security guard coming up behind him to like retrieve him. I saw that on Twitter that when it happened. I was like, that's stupid. Someone was like using them as. I think they were using them for illustrative purposes, but also it kind of was a little bit fake newsy. But I don't really know the purpose of it. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, but no, I've got a fucking just an AI generated Donald Trump hugging a tree. Ow! Fuck! I knew it was a direct hit, but I still risked it. I'm turning the volume up. Very good assassination. Assassination like 3 tier. To tier 3 sub to Northern Line or German or something. It keeps self-reporting. I don't. You know the best part about that. The best part about that would be that Germa would have to go on stream and say that he does not condone assassinating the past US president. I think he's still referred to as the president, isn't he? But just it's the previous president. Jerma would have to go on stream and say, "Do not assassinate the president." You know, there is just enough space on the side of the screen, the side of my webcam, for someone to write the first few letters of the dirty F slur, or for something else to get cut down into it. No, it's fine. It's just a British cigarette, isn't it? There's nothing against the rules. I can say it all I want, as long as I've got British in my title, my title, so I'm allowed to say it. Yeah, no. We M1 here. We M1 in this house. So that epic, sick, nasty fucking hit. That's a spy, rather. No, it ain't. Why would it be a spy? He came through the door. He couldn't have gotten there if he wasn't. Never mind. Don't mind me. Oh no, this fucking... I'm being diddled. No, I'm not. Don't touch me. Get off me. Oh, fuck. It lagged slightly and then I knocked something over on my desk and panicked. One day I'm going to play with Lazy Purple and everyone's going to love me. No one's going to know it's me, though. I'm going to have a Lazy Purple experience when he was playing with like iDubbbz and everyone. You change your clothes like a clown. Change his nose. Who's over here? Fuck off. I changed my mind. I don't want to go down there. I don't like it down there. Fuck you. Shit. Someone's going to shoot him. Fuck! So my heart rate started going up higher there, and I realised that I wasn't going to be able to keep that up. Hello. I don't think Lazy Purple's still alive. Does anyone know who that previous Trump shooter was? It could have been Lazy Purple. Vispheric, who's this friend of yours? What do you mean? You can... Yes, I can say it. Trust me, I'm allowed to say it. I can say... Please, you're gonna have to believe me. I've got the F pass. That was... I don't know what just happened there, but I would have very much annoyed whoever that was. How'd it... Fuck! It's always him. They're always direct hits. Forgot this was Twitch chat. No, it's fine. It's just like the NATO call sign of the of that, like the MiG-15 or something like that. I can't remember which one it is, but there's a the NATO designation for a Soviet plane was the word, but with only one G. Don't mind me, just passing through. But they won't expect this though, will they? You didn't. Shit. Hold on. But no, hello, Rotasep. Rotate ID. ID. That's it. Fuck you. I'm assuming I can say fuck you to you because you know Vispheric and I can say anything to him. I take a guilty by association approach. Which means that you are guilty for anything that Vispheric has done. I do apologise for that. Shit. I was just guessing there, I'll be honest. It may have looked like I was trying to reflect, but I was not. I was just throwing it. I was just throwing it out and hoping for the best. You can see it didn't work. I get into a bad habit when playing Pyro because what I'll do is I'll get used to just pressing Q after like I'll do that, then reflect, and then automatically press Q to switch to my thing, and so it's just a bad habit of mine. Worked then. Shit. See, I just did it there. Thought I had the flamethrower out. I could not play without a view model because I'd be dead 90% of the time. I'd be trying to shoot people from across the map with a whip. Hmm. Meow. Absolutely not. I wonder if my sign shows up because I've got signs turned off, which is unfortunate. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't have to have signs turned off, but you know, maybe if I streamed on Kick, I could have the signs turned on. See, if you could reflect those. I did know, but I wasn't trying to there. What's my opinion on Sigma males? Based. As in, I want to baste them with gasoline and light them on fire. That's not a real threat. That's not a real threat, Twitch. I do not own a baster, so I can't, and I've never bought gasoline before. What do you know? What do you mean we know you've got? I have not got a sus sign. I don't know if it's actually. I'm actually allowed to show it on Twitch. Oh, I could have reflected. Never mind. So should we find out if you can see what my sign is? Yeah, you can. I don't know. Yeah. We'll find out if I'm allowed to show that on Twitch, won't I? So the elephant shoved its trunk up another elephant's arse. And I've only just noticed right now that I think the other elephant has got a fucking boner. Ah. See, it's like technically fine. It's something you could see on the Animal Channel. So, there's nothing wrong with it. It is considered fine, probably. No, get away. Fuck off. I did some. Shit. Run away from that. Don't mind me passing through. Yeah, good day to you, sir. See, on on animal shows, you'd see an elephant getting degloved. You know, you'd see like a tiger like swinging off of its penis and things. Don't mind me. Oh, there's no here. Alright, just gonna get rid of that. The medic just like watched that come into it. I used to watch animal shows all the time. I used to love it when you'd see like elephants getting skinned alive by a bear. Why aren't there more shows of them putting like two animals together in a cage and seeing what happens? It's like how many? It's like watching a show. It's like how many scorpions does it take to take down an elephant? You know. Da, da, da. Are there any shows out there that exclusively show animals having sex? I'm asking for myself, but not for anything. I don't know why I stood there. I was too busy thinking about animals having sex. But like, you know, there has to be a show out there that's like just thinly veiled zoophilia. There has to be. Narrated by David Attenborough. Do you mind? I'm not 100% certain that was a a thing. I feel there's no reason why someone would be just wandering around with... Don't mind me. Don't do this. Stop it. Get rid of that. Yoo-hoo! What's occurring? What's cooking? Good looking. Alright, do some damage here. No, I'll deal with this. Don't stand on that. I have to stop myself from standing on those because I will get telefragged. It's close. I wonder how many scorpions it would take to take down an elephant. There has to there is an amount of scorpions that you get back here, you little bellend. There is an amount of scorpions that would take down an elephant. Because there's those like snakes that you find where it's like this snake has enough venom in it to take down 30,000 men. I would say that an elephant weighs less than 30,000 men. So that snake could, in theory, should probably be able to take down an elephant. With one bite. You know. Would... It's the same as like would an elephant... I mean, I would say most poisonous, because we're gonna have to... I don't think there's no reason to go for the lowest.
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to Bread Corp Incorporated _ rotate steps.
Thank you. Shit. Don't mind. Okay. He's good with that diet tip. You could... Like, I think it'd be boring to go with the lowest ones. And also a little bit inhumane, you know? Like, I want this to be very... you know, I want it to be somewhat humane. I just can't see the scoreboard, I guess, when I, with streamer mode on. Alright, fair enough. At least you can't see how good or bad I played. Although you could probably go and, like, figure it out if you really had the time. But no, it'd be a most venomous scorpion versus a healthy middle-aged elephant. And they're in a room that's like the size of it's like a concert hall. And they are actively wanting to fight each other. It's not a case of like, because I feel like an elephant and scorpions could probably exist quite comfortably in the presence of each other without actually having a problem. But they are actively trying to fight. Or at least the scorpions are actively trying to fight the elephant. Da, 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 da. You're looking at the scoreboard on the stream's join game window. How dare you? No. Stop it. Stop perving on me. You're a pervert. You're trying to learn things about me. Why? Okay. I'm going to continue to play Pyro. Pyro is really easy to play on stream. It's a midlife crisis. Don't mind it being Scorpion to death. Yes. It has just made some terrible financial decisions. The elephant has made some terrible financial decisions. It has invested... It bought a new car and then immediately sold it. It invested in Bitcoin after the bubble burst. And it bought an NFT at the start of it all, but held on to it and didn't sell it. Its family has left it. It won't die of, like, exposure. It can survive on its own, but it is not a happy... It is, you know, considering options. Do you think I'd be able to... Do you think I could put it on my CV that I'm a professional cockfighter? If I got really good at cockfighting, if I was really good at choosing the best chickens to fight...
I want to see cock.
If I chose this one right here, that actually covers chat. If I chose this one here and like attach some really high quality razor blades to its ankles, like these are obsidian razor blades, do you think I could then put it on my CV that I'm a cockfighter professionally? I once heard a story about someone saying to like a taxi driver in a country, "Can we go see a cockfight?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, all right." I think it might have been Pyrian Flax actually. I think he may have been in Thailand or somewhere and just said, like, jokingly said to his driver, "Can I see a cockfight?" And his driver was like, instead of laughing, his driver kind of just went, "Do you want to see a cockfight?" Don't mind me. That'll do me nicely. Let's go over here. What if I'm trying to apply for a job at a farm and they want someone, because there are some transferable skills there, you know. Being good at cockfighting does have some transferable skills to being a chicken farmer. Guilty feet have got no reason. That's me cracking my knuckles as I prepare to breed cocks. There are transferable skills because, as I said, like with being a cockfighter, you have to know about like the healthy traits of a cock. You know, you have to be able to pick one up. You've got to be able to like hold it in your hands and understand that, you know, what parts of the cock are the good parts. You know, is this a strong one? Is this is it a weak one? Does it have potential? You know, you have to be able to hold it with confidence and know what to do with it, quite rightly. And I think that working on a farm, having the ability to handle a cock quite in such a professional manner would be a boon. You know, I think knowing how to spot a healthy cock from a weak cock is something that a farmer would be quite interested in. Spy, no, I didn't. Don't mind me. Fuck off. Stay inside your lane. Be fine. I'll stay in mine. Move a little bit more than that. It's been a medic healing me, I think, this whole time. Or like on and off healing me. So that's fine. No. I think I've hit my daily cock quota. I think I've said the word cock enough today. There's still plenty of time for me to say it. It's been half an hour and I've said cock more times than I would on most streams. Maybe I'll just cut that bit out and put it on my channel and just call it cock. If I show the picture of the chicken, then that kind of that probably would get it past Twitch's YouTube censors, you know. Don't mind me. Don't smile because it happens. Smile because it's over. Da 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 na na.
The teleporter didn't work for a bit.
Delicious. Hold on. I'm eating. I'm rude. I know that... What's going on back here? I know that potentially only Maya cares or even knows anything about World of Warcraft, but I was watching I for the first time watched a little bit of the Race to World First last night. I actually watched some this morning as well. The mythic difficulty unlocked just over a week ago for the current raid. and oh, poor Spawn. And so currently the top players are racing to be the first ones to complete it in Mythic, and I learned something that I never really thought about is Mythic. They have been fighting. They've been doing Mythic for over a week now. They're like 10 days into the race. They're on the final boss. Like the people who are most likely to win are currently fighting the final boss, and they have been fighting it for a few days now. They have over 200 pulls on it, which when I first saw that, when I saw the number of pulls that they had, I was like, hold on, that's like they've got over 200 attempts at the boss. One of the bosses took them over 300 tries, and I was like, this is scary. And like watching them try and do it is quite a fun experience in some cases when the people commentating are having fun. But no, my favorite thing that I learned is that sometimes during the race to world first, Blizzard will nerf the boss just partway through, like during one of an update, presumably because Blizzard are watching it and they realize that they've accidentally made the boss unbeatable or something. And I just like that about it, is that it's like they're beta testing for the rest of the player base by racing it, and sometimes sometimes Blizzard have to go, oh hold on, we gave it too much health by accident. And so I was just it was fun watching some of that and just seeing how long it could take to do anything. And how quickly the difficulty would ramp up, because like the first bosses of it they'd manage to be in one attempt, and then it's like the first 3 bosses they managed to do in one attempt, and then the third boss took them like 150, and then like another boss took them 300, then like 190, and then like plus 200 for the final boss. Or at least that's just on the one team that I saw, which is Team Liquid, which is actually sponsored by Honda, which I felt was a bit strange. Large streaming channels being sponsored by someone like Honda is a bit strange. Like, I don't associate gamers with buying cars. It makes sense for like a WoW tournament, I guess, because I think the age grade, the weight wage, oh wait, I'm on the blue team. I wasn't paying attention. The age gap for like WoW players is like higher. Like, I assume most people playing WoW are older, but maybe it was Zonda. Maybe I misread it. But yeah, no, the Team Liquid was like an American one, and I have to say, it felt a lot more corporate than this. The 2 I saw was like Liquid and Echo, and I think Echo might be British, and the American one felt significantly more corporate. Like everything about the Team Liquid one, the Team Liquid stream was like, this is brought to you by this sponsor. This is, you know, the scoreboard brought to you by Coinbase. You know, the streams by Honda, it's got by Monster, by fucking Red Bull, Alienware. Everything was brought to you by something. No, and you know, if it's just got a little sponsorship on it, that's one thing. It's the fact that they say it out loud. That's the bit that I found funny. Is the fact that like it's like they're contractually obligated to say when something is brought to you by them. So when I was watching one of the Team Liquid, and they brought themselves up. They just squeaked over the line to be the current team in first, and and they're like, oh, they have gotten the boss down to 46%. That puts them at the top of the scoreboard brought to you by Coinbase. It's like, what the fuck? Why does the scoreboard have to be brought to me by Coinbase? It's like, it's a fucking scoreboard. And it's like, oh, we're going to have a break now, and so you're going to be able to listen in. It's going to be a listening brought to you by Monster, and it's like, why does the listening have to be brought to you by Monster? It's like, am I required to drink Monster Energy while listening to what the team is saying? But yeah, it's just I just found it pretty funny, especially compared to the one that appeared to be British. The British one was significantly more chill than the American one. I keep thinking there's a cat on my chair. It's not. It's my bottle. But just out the corner of my eye, it looks like my cat. I do have a metallic cylindrical cat, in case you're wondering. Today's stream was brought to you by throwing yourself out the window. Defenestration.com. Once again, I forgot what team I was on. Dun 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 dun. Make your way to defenestration.org. Get yourself thrown out of a window today. It's a heck of a thing to clean up after him. Nah, because he just drops out a loose assortment of nuts and bolts. Oops. Fuck! Oh, I thought I got hit by a spy. You fucking... What's this dodgy spectator bot you're whispering about? Alright, Bell Sniffs, what's good? Fuck off. Fuck off! I'm not gonna allow you to post links either. You're gonna send me to fucking Goatsy virus. It's gonna replace all my files with Goatsy. Dun, 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 dun. What team am I on? Not this team, not that one. I'll learn one day. That's a dead ringer. Dead ringer, or as I like to call it, someone else's problem. Don't mind me. Fuck. You know, if you stream that a few people are using that hooks up Twitch to TF2 console commands. Oh. That sounds like a nightmare. What do you mean that's the point? Like, on this. Da, da, da. Da, da. I don't know what I would... It's a sadist. That sounds fairly... that sounds like a fairly normal normal Twitch viewer thing. There is a significant amount of people I've noticed that use Twitch and are also programmers of some kind. You're not the first person to come into the chat who also make Twitch bots. Da, 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 da. Fuck it. Dappa, dappa. Suppose that makes sense. I was gonna say, why don't you code yourself a girlfriend? But that just sounds a bit mean. Like, that was my first thing. My first instinct was you could spend your time coding yourself a girlfriend. But that just, it in my head, it would have come out incredibly mean if I'd have just said it without prefacing it. I would complain about the code GMs. Well, you know, create a code wife that could fight your real wife. I prefer my code wife now. My code wife is my code wife is better. I've coded out your flaws, my love. You can't replace Neurosama. I fucking wish I could. There was a good Twilight Zone episode about that, except it was an author. That just sounds like modern AI coding, AI writing. If I could replace Neurosama with myself, I would. Like if Clive or whatever the guy's name is who looks after the bot, it's like the caretaker, it's like Neurosama's caretaker. If he could replace Neurosama with an AI generation of me, I would do that. I would force him to do that. I would say, you're doing this. You haven't got a choice. Oh, I'm playing heavy. Duh. Don't mind me, just heavying about. That guy's up to something. Don't mind. Come on, just keep going. I'm in a target-rich environment, and I'm going after you instead. I don't care if there's someone next to me. My eyes locked onto him, and that was it. I was like a fucking heat-seeking missile. I was like a Russian radar missile looking at a 747. Nothing could stop me. But I don't think Russia has shot down any 747s recently. It's been a while. Oh, that's the turret. It's going to go over here instead. Oh, I don't have... I was running the not Uncle Dane. I was running the Soundsmith. Wait, no, maybe it was Uncle Dane. Wait, was it Soundsmith? Soundsmith did the heavy video where he was like, I play shotgun heavy now or whatever. I was trying that, so I forgot to switch my thing around. But yeah, you can still just see the names of the weapons, so it's just gonna have to hope that the people who have the worst names don't have anything too bad. I'm going with the banana instead. I prefer it to the shotgun. What now? Big man? Oh. I shouldn't have got the grill out. Only a standard set of Twitch commands just to mess with the crosshair, much less nightmare-y, until they discover the missing file crosshair. You know, this is going to sound strange, but have you ever encountered like a graphical bug in TF2 that was your spray being put just randomly somewhere in the map? Oi! Put that down. just yoinked my machine gun. The other day, I was playing on Upward, and obviously TF2 is full of, you know, graphical glitches and all manner of things happening. But the other day, I just... No, because it wasn't in a part of the map that I had been, and I also don't know what my spray button is. Shut up. Don't be mean to me. That's not what... You know what I meant. I don't know what my spray button is. I can't remember where it is. But I was just like, just in a random part of the map that I hadn't been to, I just saw my spray on the floor, like under the tracks of the car. And I was like, I asked my friend if he could see either his spray or someone else's spray, and he said no. What's going on up here? Where's the medic go? Don't be mean to me. I love that TF2 barely works. Like, it works. It works, and you could go your entire time knowing that they were thinking nothing's wrong with it. But just every now and then something crazy happens. Like, for no reason the cart does a flip. It's like, why did that happen? And no one will ever know. I mean, we might, but you know. Sometimes the cart's just stuck upside down. Sometimes you just get stuck in the ceiling for no reason. It's a beautiful experience, if anything. Oh, I was looking at the thing. Fuck off, don't try it again. The cart flip is almost as much a moment of celebration as getting a hat drop. It's true. I don't know who we're voting. But they don't want to, so. But no, yeah, no. I once got like 2 hat drops in a day, and I actually almost like screamed. I can't remember what hats they were, but I just remember getting like 2 of them in relatively rapid succession. And I went out and bought like 16 lottery tickets. I put most of my money that I have in lottery tickets. Some people call it gambling. I call it investing. Oh, thank you. There's a guy up there. I saw him. I saw some. Well, I think I saw him. Da-na-na, da-na, da-na-na. You keep a guy logging your unusual drops about 6 a year when you're playing enough. Oh, wait. For premium buds, that's kind of true, actually. You're not wrong. When you say unusual drops, do you mean as in drops that are strange, or drops that like are odd, or drops just unusual as a whole? I've only ever gotten in my time playing in my time playing TF2, I have only gotten 3 unusual drops, and or from cases. I've only gotten 3, and 2 of them were taunts. And I'm salty because like my friend has gotten thousands of them, figuratively. Don't mind me. The fuck? Yeah, I'm a spy. Oh. Just not common, yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't play as much TF2 as I used to, so I haven't gotten that many hat drops. I don't think I've actually gotten that many in total. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Including a conscientious objector, bat out of hell. I can't actually remember what the bat out of hell is. Or can I? I didn't know there's anything special about the conscientious objector. Skull and spine. Oh, that. Okay. I don't know if I've got one of those. That's options. That's also not useful. I'll find out. I do not. Oh, this. The weapon that you shouldn't say out loud just in case. I'm playing terribly as heavy. I'm 5 and 13. I'm going back to fucking something else. That is true. It is anyone you can decal. No. Off. Piss off. Help. 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 Why was those guys behind him? They didn't do anything. Okay. Honestly, it is always fun to get something that isn't just a regular weapon drop in this. Do you fucking mind? What about me as a spy? Yoo-hoo. Shit. I really am actually shit at this game on stream. I don't know if it's just I'm more aware of how bad I am when I'm playing on stream. But I feel like when I'm not on stream, I'm at least semi-useful to the team. At least I should be, based on the amount of time that I've played the game. Come on. I would have done that even if I wasn't on stream. It is a 32% chance that I fail a rocket jump every time that I do it. Oopsie, no. No! Fucking... Do-da-da. I'll probably queue for another one after this. I'm impressed that the bot wave hasn't come back stronger than ever. Like, it hasn't rebounded yet. I don't think I've had a cheater in a game of TF2 in quite a while. I have only been playing like TF2 once a week recently, but in those single days that I've been playing, I haven't seen a single cheater. I like rocket jumping into that window. That's always a fun thing to do. It's fun to rocket jump out of it and also into it, because no one ever expects it. Get rid of that. Oop. Nice. Wait! Piss off. What the fuck? Oh, that was the thing. Medic! Thank you. The explosive flare gun. Oop. I think. cockandballtorture.com/bread. Put your code in today and get a free whipping. 203 total. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, okay. I thought that was the. I thought we only had one medic. But no, I'm very impressed that it's held up as well as it has, especially because of how. I do like one of the things that it does kind of show is that it really wasn't that many people doing it. Like, most of the bots were just a couple people doing, like, being a problem for everyone. You ban a handful of the people doing it, and you put in a couple of countermeasures, and suddenly you've pretty much removed most of them. Get the entire team of cheaters didn't take any damage from your rocket jumper. I think that's a problem. You should have. I hope you reported those people. I hope you reported those people, mass reported them, and posted the picture of them to the TF2 subreddit. I hope you found out where they live and started sending them cow feces. I hope you mailed them a white package and said, go and take antibiotics. Is there stuff up there? What was that spy doing? What is this spy? What was he hoping to do, our spy? He just leapt out there, just without a care in the world. Shit. I mean, I did the same thing. I remember it taking me ages to get the rocket jumper. Like, I really wanted it when I first learnt about it. Like, I knew about rocket jumping, but for whatever reason, I never really did it. And I really wanted the rocket jumper. I wanted the sticky jumper as well. And then I finally got it, and I never actually use it because I never play the thing. I never played the funny subclass. Shit! I'm absolutely. I can when I'm, when I'm paying attention, I can rocket jump semi well. Not. I can rocket jump functionally well. You know. So I'm not doing any like the crazy shit, but I can do it to be useful. But I cannot market garden for the life of me. In my my couple thousand hours of TF2 playing, I think I have gotten maybe 2 market garden kills in a live game. And they could possibly have been against my friend who was also trying to market garden me. Although I don't really count the ones that I do against my friend because, we were trying to market garden each other. And also it was an empty server that had died back when servers just decay. Well, actually no, they still do. Fuck. When servers just sometimes die and there's no one in them for some reason. 1273 down Rockefeller Street. I wonder if I made Halo sad when I said that I didn't want to see his AI generated copy paste. I didn't actually know what it was on about. For context, in the Discord, one of the moderators, Halo, was saying that it was asking if anyone wanted to see the AI generated Endless Bread copy paste. Not copy, it just generated thing. I don't know what it was. I can't actually remember what it was about. And he posted that at like 4 p.m. my time. And then about 4 hours later, I said I was like I've been trying to think of ways to say no politely. The fuck? Shit. I think he's shitting and pissing and crying and throwing himself against the wall. He's gonna unmod himself. I think moderators can remove themselves as moderators, can't they? Who the fuck did that? Richard? I don't know why. I don't know who we're getting rid of. Da-na-na. I might get rid of all my moderators. Go back to the basics. It's unfortunate for him, wasn't it? Go back to when the world was lawless. I don't even need moderators as much anymore because a lot of the bots are getting caught. Yeah, a lot of the streaming the view count bots are getting caught. But not in a useful way. So like I occasionally still get bots come up on my chat. No one mentions them, so I'm assuming that they are exclusively to me, because they're also they're quarantined as well. And I can choose to ban them or allow them. I don't even know if the moderators can see them, to be honest. Because they never respond, they never react to them, they never ban them or anything. So I don't know if the moderators can see them. Get rid of that. I'm not letting that thrive and fester. Shit. It's interesting thought mod rage quit. I think I could make my mods rage quit because of how stupid I am. Me and Halo have gotten into some arguments in my tenure as a streamer and his tenure as a moderator. Me and him get into arguments occasionally, but they are mostly jovial arguments. I don't know what he's doing. Is he a real person? He's inputting the Konami code, I think. He's cheating. But yeah, no, just I can imagine. Oh wait, I'm on blue team. I can imagine Halo unmodding himself, just out of sheer anger, fury, just rage at something that I say. I think that if I was on on a good day when I'm able to form words and come up with words, because it's not just about forming them, it's about coming up with them. I think I probably could make Halo so angry that he unmods himself if I started to be mean to his beloved Neurosama or Zutomayo. Da-na, da-na-na-na-na. If I went all in trying to make like they just hate them, I think I could make Halo hate me. Dana. Bounce if you haven't seen. Go. Do I? No, that's not. That wasn't a thought. There wasn't a completed thought there. Like I usually do. I was hoping that a thought would come to mind when I started speaking, but nothing did. So I'm just going to sit here in silence until something comes to mind. Oh, I can take this. Yeah.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
What's going on? What's that noise?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I will be honest. When I was hoping that something would have come to my mind, but it really did not. Not a single thought came to my mind. Like most people, when people are being like, if you go to a big streamer or a big YouTuber and say, "Hi, I want to be a streamer. How do I do it?" and they say, "Just be yourself." Me being myself is me sat in silence. So I hope that isn't a spy that I just saw hiding around that corner. It was, but not. It was ours. To be fair, if I did label it as an ASMR silence stream, and then then right at the end, or just randomly halfway through, I just scream. I always forget you can go up there. I was hoping that he'd go and hide in there, but I don't know why he would really. No, shit. I don't know how I've managed to go streaming for several years, and I still haven't gotten used to comfortable with the idea of not saying anything. I'm gonna sit down, I think. Good evening. Do it. Oh, piss. I much prefer. I do actually quite like the idea of. I probably should like put in the tags like an AMA thing, just so that when people come in, they know they can in fact ask me anything, even if I'm not doing AMA. It's just in the tags, just for people to be like, yeah, go on. You want to know what my sperm count is? Fucking barren. Like, What What's my blood type? I couldn't tell you, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna get to one point. I hope one day I get to I get to a point where I can do like a what would the word be? Like an AMA really. Is I think getting to a point where I can do that. But like it's like a 100,000 subscriber Q&A video or whatever on YouTube. But you just get to that point, but because you just someone asks you a question, you're like, I've answered this question 1,000 times. Nothing is off the tables on my streams. Like, just visit my stream for 45 seconds. Because that's the thing. It's like I feel like I want people to be able to ask the stupidest shit they can. Because that's where you get the fun thumbnails as well. I mean, I don't really make videos from things anymore, but you know. It is very disheartening. I don't personally, I very, very rarely bring anything up like that. Because I'm always like, I don't want it to sound like I'm begging for engagement. But it is... especially when once you start getting viewers, at least a few viewers, then you feel even worse. It's like I know the people watching me are probably just doing stuff, and I don't want to pressure them into talking to me. But no, the worst. I will say, I will openly admit that the worst thing, you know, having someone come in and saying hello and then just not saying anything is one thing, because what that means is that they've came in, they've realised. They have said hello to you, and then they think, okay, this probably isn't a chat for me, and then they leave. You know, that's fair enough. You know, I don't have view counts on, so I can't see that. I don't have a list of my viewers or anything. So at any given moment, someone could say hey and sit there for the next 6 hours or next like 3 hours, or they could say hey and disappear immediately, and I wouldn't know. Which is, you know, that's the way that I much prefer it. However, I would much prefer that than when Zoomers and Gen Alpha kids come in and just start spamming fucking random copy pastas and random words that they've heard TikTokers say. Like, even if they're doing it ironically, because a lot of them I think do it ironically, but it's like, I don't know what to fucking do. You can come in and say Sigma Skibbity all you want, and I've got no idea what I would, you know. I've got no idea what you want me to say to that, because I'm not a fucking reaction streamer that sits here and screeches and watches TikToks all day. I have no idea how I'm supposed to respond to things like that. What's going on? I can hear a turret nearby. It's been dealt with. Okay, don't mind me. Yeah, that's the thing. You have something like that. Something such as something to give your viewers to engage with is a good idea. I just don't like the idea of doing that to me personally. Like, having someone come in, having someone come in, because I tried it when I first tried playing 7 Days to Die on stream. Yeah, I'm not getting into my 7 Days to Die debacle again. This is the first time I played 7 Days. 7 Days has a Twitch streamer mode where people in your chat can use channel points to redeem stuff in game, which is a really neat little feature if you've got a chat that's big enough to support something like that. Otherwise, you end up with what I had, which is a handful of people with an enormous amount of channel points because they don't have anything to spend them on. And then they just come in and spam out on either the most annoying options, because I can't make them too expensive because there's not that many people in the chat, so I can't make them expensive to encourage the whole chat to get involved. I have to put it around the fact that there's only a couple people in the chat, so it has to be cheap enough for people to actually use. And so I get spammed with shit that's just annoying to deal with. Or, alternatively, like what happened in 7 Days to Die, I get spammed with good things. Like, I just get given so much stuff, because in that, there's the option to have, like, care packages given to you. And so I would just be sat there, and just care packages would appear next to me constantly because of the people being nice. They're not doing it to be malicious. They're being nice, but at the same time, it's like now the game's just easy. But no, in terms of giving the viewers something to do is important. I will say that is something I believe is true. I want to say I've been keenly aware of what's been going on in the game chat this whole time, and it's fun. Let's go queue for another one. Oh, free item, hat drop. Ugh. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. Oh, it's the summer event actually ended now. Oh, it has. But no, yeah, I do screech at the things that you say in chat. Depending on what they are. I wish I could screech at things in chat, like a hiss, like a cat. The way I react to what people say in chat in my head is a lot more interesting than the way that I do it on stream. When I'm just like walking around the house and pretending and imagining that I'm streaming, like, you know, as a normal sane human being does, the reactions that I have in my head are significantly better than the ones that I can put out on stream. I am a much more interesting person in my head than I am in the real world, and I think that's a big problem. I think it's because I have time to actually think things over when I'm talking in my head. Oh. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away to the lovely lakes of Bedabad. Oh, does this map still occasionally just crash for no reason? I suppose we'll find out. It's like there's a handful of maps that just crash for no reason. I can very much see the appeal of being a just chatting streamer though. Sometimes it is fun. Sometimes I mean, the other day when I was just talking about milking for half an hour, that was fun. I actually found a little excerpt from that book. Much more interesting talker than the typer than talker. I mean, yeah. I think any situation that gives you time to think is going to make it like better. Although to be fair, I get too self-conscious when typing. When I'm like, oh, am I gonna, you know, upset someone if I say this? Whereas I can say it out loud and just qualify it with I can qualify it with I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I do not like you. You know. Although I do find it hard to say no. Like if someone says, hey, why don't you do this? Unless it's something I really don't want to do, I do find it hard to say no. But yeah, no, the other day, just by the way, when I was talking about milking for half an hour, the other day we were talking about weird fetishes, and one of them was milking. And I found a book on Amazon which was like a milking erotica. And I was reading the plot synopsis on stream, and I didn't think about it at the time. But on Amazon, books have the option to read a short little excerpt from the book. I forgot that you could do that on Amazon, and so I could have done that on stream, but I didn't. Afterwards, because I turned that into a highlight clip for the highlight channel, so I went back to the page because, you know, of course I had to go back to find screenshots of it, and I started reading it. I actually recorded myself reading it, but it turned out I didn't want to put that much effort into a video for a channel that I specifically made so I don't have to put effort into videos. And so I read it, I recorded myself reading it, but then decided not to put it in. But also because it wasn't as fun as I was expecting it to be. It wasn't good writing. It was only like the first page you get access to. But yeah, no. it starts off with two women sat eating, having lunch together, to which one of them is talking about the non-main character. Hi zombie, I'm telling you, you know the you know that milking video, not video, the milking book that we were talking about yesterday. I read a short excerpt from it. I forgot that I could do that, so I didn't do it on stream, and so I did. And so when I was cutting it down to put on the other channel, I went onto the Amazon page and read the short excerpt, and the plot starts out, and both of the women, there's two women, and they're sat eating. One of them, which is the non-main character, is talking just absolute nonsense, saying that do not do not rocket jump with that next year. So the first woman is saying like, oh no, I'm separating from my boyfriend or whatever, and out of nowhere, like, I don't know if it's plot relevant at all, but out of nowhere, the non-main character girl is like, yeah, I've been having dreams of naked women, so I'm gonna go to a bar and pick up a woman. To which the main woman, then who is drinking a milkshake at the time, sort of fucking chokes on it a little bit. She like coughs it up like a toddler upon hearing that, and so she's cleaning it up, and she's like, oh, I'm going through a bi phase or whatever. To which I like I very much was like thinking like, oh yeah, it's every time I read it, I read the little bit that said bi phase. It makes it sound like I read it many times, but I did record myself reading it. I just didn't use it, so I read it a couple of times. And so every time I read it, I heard bi phase and just can't help but think about Counter-Strike. But so yeah, no, the woman, she chokes on the milkshake. She's going through a bi phase or whatever. To which the non-main character woman is like, she continues talking, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, it looks like you spilt some milkshake on your shirt. to which obviously, you know, being the premise of the book that we talked about, it reveals that the main girl looks down and sees that there are two circular patches around where her nipples are, and then she hastily covers them up, and she like mumbles to herself, "That's not milkshake," and then goes back to the car and does the equivalent of someone like hitting themselves in the head, saying "stupid, stupid, stupid." She does that, and she's like, "Oh, it's the second time it's happened today." Actually, she goes, "Huh, that's the second time it's happened today." And then that's where the excerpt ends. It's only, it ends. It begins to like, you know, it begins to hint at the good part, but it doesn't let you get to the good part in the excerpt. Amazon didn't want you going to their web store to jerk off. The person who wrote that has wrote quite a few books. They all came out in 2013 and 2012. Including like gay vampire erotica. I didn't go looking into any of them, but I did see that they had wrote some more stuff, so I wanted to see what else they had done. They wrote a sequel to one of their books, but I couldn't. But the original wasn't on their store. They weren't very popular. None of them had very favorable ratings. In fact, the milking one was one of the more highly rated ones. There we go. Oh, it's always worth a risk. But yeah, no. It's always fun learning about milking books. Honestly, if it wasn't how many reviews? That one it didn't have any written reviews. It only had star reviews. It only had like ratings. I was hoping that there would have been written reviews on some of them, but it didn't seem like any. I don't think any of them had written reviews. The one that we were looking at, well, I say I, the one that I was looking at and telling you about, that had like 2.5 stars or something. Maybe it was like, I think it was like, yeah, it's like 2.5 stars. But like some of the other ones were as low as like 1 star. If it wasn't questionable, both legally, you know, if it wasn't a legal grey area, and also, you know, if places like YouTube and Twitch weren't too pleased with it, I'd love to do. I'd love for it would have to be me and my friend doing it, but I'd love to do more of those kind of like reading through the fan fictions and things. It's also just I also can't live with the possibility that something that we say would be misinterpreted wrong. Like with that Jirachi video, you probably haven't seen it, which is understandable. It also was absolute trash from a production standpoint. But that is just me and my friend reading a Pokemon video, a Pokemon Jirachi thing. There's only a link to it on in the Discord somewhere. It's not available proper publicly. But that's like, because those sort of things, it's like, yeah, these Pokemon fan fictions, like fetish fan fictions, are funny. Yeah, it just objectively funny to laugh at the people writing wanting to have sex with Pokemon. Yeah, that's an objective fact. If you like having sex with Pokemon, you have to admit that it's funny. But there's a lot of people out there that would mistake that as a call to bully, and it's like, I don't think you should bully the people that create Pokemon fan fictions. I think they're funny. I think that we should protect the people making Pokemon fan fictions because of that. You know, like, if you find them funny, you know, you should keep that to yourself to an extent. Because if people who are writing them find out that you're finding them funny, they're going to stop, and then you're not going to have any. You know, we should enjoy bad fan fiction quietly. But yeah, no, it would have been. I was very much hoping that there would have been some, like, an in-depth review of the Milking book. What's weird is on those like Pokemon fanfiction websites, most of the comments are like legit. It's not people going there and like laughing at them. They are people who went there for you know, the intended purpose. Like even on the stuff that is very clearly written by a horny teenager who isn't a native English speaker, even the things that are written by them, you will see in the comments, you will see comments of people being like, oh, I can't wait for part 2. And being, oh, like, if it hasn't disappeared, if it, you know, if the person writing it didn't give up, you'd see, or if they did give up, you'd see comments being like, oh, are you coming back to write part 2 or whatever? They'd be like excited for the potential of it.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
The thing that got me in
4, 3, 2,
what the fuck? See, I feel like Hawk Tour it was such a forced meme, but it's now slowly changing and turning around. It's turning itself into being a fucking real meme, and that's not good. It's switchy. I mean, if you force it a lot, eventually it will become a real meme. By the way, the reason I do have to at least say partly why me and my friend were reading Pokemon fan fictions, and it started because my friend said something completely unrelated to what I said in response to what he said. He said something that I wasn't listening to what he was saying. And so he mentioned some like Pokemon mod, to which I, instead of responding like a normal human being and saying, sorry, what did you say? I went, oh, are you talking about Moemon? To which he responded, what the heck is Moemon? And so he was finding out what Moemon is. And if you don't know what that is, it's Pokemon ROM hack that replaces all the Pokemon with anime girls, and the evolutions kind of correspond with their age. Get back here. And so I was teaching my friend about I was teaching my friend that exists, and then he was mentioning a character. He was mentioning like, oh, the designs are well made, and I wanted to know which one it was on about. So I looked up Moemon, to which I then saw what appeared to be a thumbnail for a Moemon fan fiction. And you don't just see a poorly drawn, like not poorly drawn. I think it was drawn at least semi-competently. You don't just see what is obviously a Moemon fan fiction thumbnail and then not click on it to find out what fucking deranged lunatic is creating this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I love finding strange things on the internet. Like, it's really easy to find videos of people talking about strange things on the internet, but it's another thing to find them yourself. Like, that's always the fun thing. That guy's using the fucking classic. It's like David the Hedge Fox. I haven't thought about David the Hedge Fox in a while, but that was something that I found. Me and my friend found playing the playing the Sonic name game. The Sonic name game is you type in your name, the Hedgehog, onto Google and see what comes up. How about no? Illustrations, and you sub to one guy on YouTube that has an entire log of their days in video format. See, that's always fun. I used to sub to, maybe I still do, sub to, like, what's it called? Honestly, the reason that I'm a little bit more, that I do look for strange things on the internet more, is specifically because I started watching Only Plays and they mention random things they find. And I was like, maybe I should start paying attention to the strange things that I find. But, oh, what is it called? Gacha Life, I think. I think it's called Gacha Life. It's some shitty, like, dress-up animation thing for children. And they make loads of, like, cringy things on there.
It was a mistake to come here.
Wait.
Welcome to Bread Corp Incorporated Waffler 989.
Welcome, Bread. Wait, hold on, that's not your name. My name's Bread. Welcome, Waffler. Thank you for following. Fuck off. I hope you're doing well. So, no, you can't go up there. I thought I saw a spy, but it wasn't, it was just the flowers. Searching for videos based on like recency as well, like typing in like Minecraft survival day 1 or something, and then searching by most recent uploads. That's fun. You get a lot of like people who are like professional YouTubers doing it. Professional is a strong word if you're a Minecraft YouTuber, but you know what I mean. You get a lot of people that do that, that do it, but you do find a lot of random channels that are, you know, incredibly small and have very strange thumbnails, if not no thumbnail, and it'll just be like some small, slightly fat Filipino boy sat in the dark looking down at his laptop screen playing Minecraft and whispering. You know. That's the sort of things that you find. And like, you know, I wouldn't put that out. I wouldn't, you know, if I found that and found it funny, I wouldn't like go out of my way to bully the kid. I probably wouldn't even subscribe to him, but it would just be funny. It'd just be one of those things that you find and you're like, that's strange. You know, like it'd be wrong to out that boy to the world and be like, hey, look at this strange little fat boy I found. But I found So I don't do it because I don't want it to absolutely ruin my YouTube recommendations. But going down Gacha Life rabbit holes it is a experience, because they are like incredibly cringy sort of videos. Cringy in a wholesome way, because a lot of them, if not most of them, are made earnestly. There's a difference between people being weird for the sake of being weird and people being weird because they're children, you know. And a lot of them are weird because they're, you know, children making these things. But that doesn't make them any less stupid. It doesn't make it any stranger when it's like horrible chibi characters that are stock, that are just like stock images that that Gacha Life put together and hand out for people to use. Oops. Doesn't make it any it doesn't make it any less funny when it's just like that, and it's like their character is and it's like Gacha Life, my best friend is a school shooter, and it's got fucking Angel with a shotgun playing in the background. Like it's hi, miscellaneous soldier. But yeah, this website down tonight where you could watch videos with their reviews. Oh yeah, it's like there's a website that sounds like a porn site called Petite Tube, which is like a place where you can go to find videos that are really, really short, that have like no views, I think, something like that. Or maybe it's just videos that don't have any views. I think that was one thing that I remember seeing. I never went to it because honestly it sounded like a porn site. I was like, I don't trust the name of that. That's the sort of thing that you see on fucking Petite Tube. It really does. It sounds like it. That's the problem. Like, if it wasn't a porn site then, it is now. The fuck? Did I hit a spy? Maybe. No, because they would have, like, wiggled a little bit. He got me. Angel of... What have I got playing in my head? Have I got Nightcore playing? Oh yeah, I do. I've got an Angel of Darkness Nightcore Eurobeat remix. It's not called Sped Up in this household. We call it Nightcore. What did I get? Crusader's Crossbow? Hi, Haz. I need to rename my channel to Endless Jug. I think I may have said that before. I was watching the conversation. It said, and the teacher looked over and got really angry. Oh yeah. It's a very it is. What? Did I just nudge someone? I mean, it makes sense. I don't really say it anymore. Actually, I never have, but don't mind me. Oh, you missed out on your chance because you're too busy looking to the future and not to the present. Yeah. Also, because I don't spend my time watching videos that are like that anymore. Actually, no. It's probably it's more that I just never. I don't really have a reason to say to talk about it or to say it. If I'm talking about it in like a lore sense, it's a little bit different, you know. I'm not one of those people that censors my words when I'm talking to my friends, or even on stream. I don't. If it's if saying it's justified in that sense, and I'm talking about like words that are, you know, technically okay, but people don't, you know, TikTok doesn't like you saying. I have to specify TikTok because any other human being is like, no, I can say that's a normal word. Everyone says that. You know, if you can say it on the BBC, you can say it on Twitch. Oh no, Maya's just outed himself as being all the different funny little characters that show up in my chat. As someone who is very much against people on TikTok censoring words like suicide, I take every opportunity I can to say horrible words when I'm around my friend. You piss off. Shit. Yeah, actually, everyone I've ever interacted, like everyone, every single person has been you all along. You're my mum. Are you all those? Are you all the really horrible people that call me terrible and call me a terrible death knight in WoW? That's a lie. No one's ever called me a bad death knight because I'm a fucking epic death knight. Mostly because being a death knight's fucking easy right now. Hold on to what we got. Mara, has anyone got on World First yet? Last time I checked, Liquid weren't streaming and they were in first. You know, stream like 2-3 years ago by now, and a guy fuck it, I hate fat people, went on about those sorts of games. I don't know what the legal ramifications of saying that word is. I've not figured that out yet. I think it's technically fine, but you know. I haven't had anything like that happen. I haven't experienced anything like that in my chat yet that I know of. As in, you know, someone may have come in who is like that, but they just didn't. They weren't, as the Democrats say, weird. The thing is, I want someone like that to come in one day, but at the same time I don't, because I know I am not capable of dealing with it. Oh, look at him, he was doing a rocket jump, but he like spent ages turning around. 35 or so at best. Okay. I was very, very confused this morning because I was watching Liquid last night stream. I was very confused. I've never watched any World First. This is the first time I'd ever checked anything. It was last night, and I checked I checked this morning, and Liquid had somehow regressed, and I was very confused as to why. But I think it was just because it was just a rerun. I assume. But I was very confused when I was like, oh, I wonder where they are now, and they'd gone from like 200 plus pulls to like 140, and I was like, what the fuck's happened? Da-na, da-na-na-na-da-na. But, you know, I am pretty concerned about having someone who's a bit weird come into the chat one day. It would be very nice if that either never happens, or if it does, it happens when I'm big enough to the point where I can just ignore it in chat. You're the fun kind of weird, Vispheric. That's the thing. It's the different kind of weird, you know. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. You're the sort of people that are like, I might have been a spy that I saw grab that, but it could have just been spawning. You're the fun kind of strange. The sort of people that probably shouldn't be streamers, because I imagine you'd say something you shouldn't. Well, at least Cinder got banned because he said he was going to disembowel me and behead me. I feel bad for Cinder getting banned for that. Well, yeah, it's not fair that he got banned for that. I mean, although, well, to be fair, okay, it's not fair that he got banned for it. No, he got permabanned. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, Cinder got permabanned. He got permabanned for saying he was going to disembowel me. This isn't by me, this is by Twitch. Twitch permabanned Cinder for saying he was going to disembowel me. And so he then appealed the ban and managed to get unbanned, but it wasn't like an immediate thing. It wasn't something that was going to take effect immediately. So at this point he had gotten unbanned. He was just waiting to be properly unbanned. And during that time he then made a separate account to come here and tell me that he had been unbanned, to which Twitch went, that's not, you can't do that. You can't, that's ban evasion. Even if we've said that you're being unbanned, that's still ban evasion. And so he got permabanned without, he got IP banned, so he can't even make new accounts. He got permabanned and IP banned, so he can't make new accounts. And because I think either then Sporty, I think they may live together, I'm not too sure. Or at least they spend a lot of time together. And and so Sporty started to have problems with Twitch because Cinder got banned. So Sporty's not been banned though. Sporty's managed to stay to keep his account, but yeah. It's it was sad to see, but it was mostly because that meant that my average viewership would go down. I'll be honest. You know, that was the more annoying. That was the bit that I was more annoyed at. You know, can't tell a lie. So none of you if any of you get permabanned from Twitch, don't. I need my numbers to stay up. Spider. Is that fucking epic fucking predict I did? Ah! You are a pretty average kind of guy, zombie. Did you tell the tale of this milder hot sauce you bought? No, please tell me about your mild hot sauce. Tell me about this really interesting tale of hot sauce. Blew you away. Yeah, but we won, I think. Did we? I'm overhyping it. That's weird. I was trying not to. This must be truly just truly something. It is technically something. Ah, I don't want to play Hoodoo. You're sad. Go on. Did someone steal your script? Or is it because I'm on the other side of the screen? Is it because I'm in my, emo MySpace phase? You lost 20 euros. That's like £90. Buy a house with that. In stocks. What do you mean you lost 20? What did you fucking invest in to lose 20 euros? You've had a stocks and shares account for fucking 2 days. You were sourcing your food a bit too hard and you thought you'd buy a milder sauce. But that sauce bottle has a wider nozzle, so now you end up juicing your food even harder. That's truly, truly sad, Maya. I thought I left Hoodoo. Fuck it, we're playing Hoodoo now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight after hearing that, Maya. That story, your tragic tale of woe makes Siggy's tale of monetary woe just sound like not even as scary anymore. You invested 400 euros into a tech fund. Did it tank the moment that you put money in? Did you cause it to crash? Are there any like Twitch companies, Twitch or YouTube streamers who are on the Nasdaq or like stock exchange or whatever? Are there any public YouTube channels out there? You tanked and you pulled out because you're a scaredy cat. Oh, you. That's why you don't day trade. That's why not financial advice, but you invest for a long period of time. You're thinking about stocks. You shouldn't. You fucking this, Siggy. You're why the government makes you do a test before they allow you to do it. You've got to invest. You got to invest for the long run. Because, yeah, here's a secret. Here's a secret that most people don't know about stocks and shares. Yeah, you don't lose money until you sell. That's an investing tip. That's an investing tip that not many people hear about. Shit, put a little bit higher. You want money now. You can't. You get money later. Investing is about investing for the future. Because I bet you lost. Not only did you lose money on the investment because you sold it, you probably also lost money because it probably cost money to buy and sell. The transaction fees probably also lost you money. So that's why you've got to make sure. That's why when investing, you're usually not financial advice. You're meant to be investing large sums of money so that it covers. So that it just by it being there, you cover the cost of like the transaction fees. So you may make a profit of 20 euros, but if the transaction fees buying it are 10 and the selling it are also 10, well, you haven't made any money. Don't worry, when I looked into stocks and shares, I did almost exactly the same thing. I definitely made some poor panic choices. But also because my dad was like, hey, why don't you fucking invest in this? And so I did. And then I was like, this was a stupid idea. And so eventually I sold those. I did, yeah. I actually, when I was on the stock market, buying and selling stocks, I did make money. If we exclude all the bits that I lost, I did make money. In fact, I think overall I did. I invested very early on in some tech thing. I don't know what it was. I am possibly the worst person to invest. I just saw a thing and went, I'll buy into that, sure. Didn't even look at what it was. I was just like, that looks like it's steadily going up. And so I invested in that. I just saw that it was like tech and that the line had been steadily going up for a while and it was relatively cheap. So I bought a handful of stocks in that, or of shares in that. And then during COVID, at the height of COVID, in the UK, it might be in the rest of the world as well, but in the UK there was a I don't know what it's called, but there's a listing, there's a group that you can invest in called Restaurant Group, and you can imagine that what Restaurant Group do. And you can imagine that at the height of COVID, their stock shares weren't very good. Their stock price wasn't looking too good, and so I bought into Restaurant Group twice. I think I may possibly have doubled the money that I put into Restaurant Group. I didn't make a huge amount of money because I didn't actually have that much money to invest. But I just wanted to try it. So I did, I think I made like a nice amount of money. I made like 200 quid. I made about 200 quid investing in Restaurant Group. So that was my thing. And then that one, when I came to closing when I was like, you know what, I don't want to do stocks and shares anymore because I don't understand it and I don't care. At this point I had found out that I didn't have a job anymore, and that I was like, listen, I need to make sure that I'm holding on to all the money I can. I want to know where it is, and it was going to start costing, it was costing me to keep to have the account and things like that. So I sold the tech stocks and they had gone up a little bit as well. So I made a small amount of money, but it was not much. But so, technically, I am a successful investor. I could put that on my CV. Successful, smart investor. Yeah, they make semiconductors. I was very confused when I saw that. When I looked up Restaurant Group and it just said fucking... Did you fucking mind? Thanks, medic. Oh! Medic! Medic! No, medic! So I know that Ewan McGregor prepared for the film Trainspotting by doing Smack for 6 months. Jealous? Did he get paid? Did he have to pay VAT on that Smack? Could he get it back because it was like part of the? He could claim it back because of the because it was part of the for a role. What the fuck is going on down there? Fucking mind. What? Hold on. Cheeky little git, what are you doing down here? I love pyros that know they can do something, but they don't fully. They're not fully capable of reflecting. Ah, my neck's starting to hurt a little bit. Don't rocket jump. Da, 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 da. Up, up, up. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Oh. No, you can't do that. That's not allowed. It was method acting that just picked a random junkie off the street and it happened to be Ewan. That's fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Perfect for the role. You know what? I don't think I like method actors. Every time I hear of method of a YouTuber of an actor being either a method actor or one of those actors that stays in character the whole time, it's always the stories are never good, you know. It's like, oh yeah, I went on set and this person, it's like oh yeah, I was acting for Planet of the Apes and I went on set and, you know, the guy playing as Caesar was, you know, in character the whole time and he just started throwing shit at the production staff. I don't know if I think there's a chimp called Caesar. I don't know. I haven't watched Planet of the Apes, but you know, it's like, oh, working on set was horrible on Planet of the Apes because, you know, 30% of the people playing the apes were in character and they did throw their feces. They swung from the rafters. They would rip people's faces off if they didn't get their own way, and yeah, it was horrific, really. And it's like, that just doesn't sound like a fun acting experience. The thing is, Heath Ledger. People say that Heath Ledger's acting was good, which is, I'm not saying it isn't, but the thing is that because his acting was good, it then made the other guy, the guy who no one likes in Hollywood, that the public don't like in Hollywood, who played a version of the Joker, it then made him think that he could send used condoms to people. Do I want to hear a good joke? Good is you can give it me if you want, but you know, you're being very confident with calling it good without me hearing it. Alright, Spy. It's unfortunate for you. As long as you spell unfortunate as stupid. And I do. I'm glad that I didn't bring up your German when you were saying that. I was going to bring up I was going to bring up your German before. I'm glad I'm glad I did. You rude little man. You're a vicious little creature. Is it still here? Nope, it's gone. Glad it's gone because I was really betting on it being gone. You hurt my feelings, see. Cock. The stream was going so well until you come and shouted at me. Our island once ruled the waves, you know? We were the peak of society. We invented high society. That's how good Britain was at the time. Modern upper class society has Britain to thank for its existence. I don't really know what happened there. I do. I didn't have any health. Darn it. The UK used to smoke most of the tea that we got from India. Oops. It's a little known fact about tea is that you can smoke it. It's kept secret because obviously the human race really just likes drinking tea. But you can smoke it, and you get a high similar to that of synthetic marijuana. In fact, 30% of all synthetic marijuana is just tea leaves, and no one's noticed. Da, da, da. Bad name. Da, da, da. The Mary Jane. Oh, not close enough. Spy. Get rid of you. Ow. No. No. Help. Help. Hilfer. Thank you. If your idea is to smoke tea, legally I have to say I don't know what will happen. I think that's a sound idea, Siggy. I think that getting drunk and investing at random is actually is a sound piece of tech. It's a bit of tech that no one really talks about. That is speedrun tech. It is a speedrun tech that does have two potential outcomes, which is you become a millionaire, or you very quickly bankrupt yourself. But the possibilities are endless, because the gains on the stock market are theoretically infinite. As I was saying earlier, you can your what you get from the stock market is well, that's the thing, is that you don't lose money until you sell. So, you know, if you buy stocks in something and it goes cheaper, you just sit on it until it goes higher. You don't lose until you pull out. What about when it goes to zero? Well, it won't. It may get infinitely close to zero, but, you know, then you go the other direction, yeah? So as it gets closer and closer to zero, that's when you invest, because that's when you can buy more stocks for cheaper, to the point where you then control it, and then you own the business, and you've just got yourself a business for free. Well, for cheap. You know, if the stock falls so low that it's at fractions of a penny, then that means that you can then buy it. Stocks can never go to zero, because if they do, that's just giving them away, innit? You could, like, buy an entire business for, like, 10 quid. Or at least you could buy a controlling stake in a business. What about a company that has more debt than assets? Well, you know, it's still a business, isn't it? It's not about how much debt it's got. It's about ownership, isn't it? Da, 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 da. Yes, actually. There's the episode of The Simpsons where Bart buys a warehouse. Yeah. Bart buys the warehouse. He owns the warehouse and he's happy that he's got a warehouse. You know, his warehouse isn't making any money, and to be fair, there's probably taxes that he's got to pay on that land that he just doesn't. But he don't worry about that because he's got a warehouse until it falls down, and then after that he claps his hands together and goes, "Well, that was fun. Move on." Just like here, we're gonna have we'll get a business, we'll have our fun with it, clap our hands together, declare Chapter 11, and and then leave. If you're a business and you declare bankruptcy, no one cares. If you're a person, banks and things start caring. But if you're a business and you declare bankruptcy, no one cares. So you just get a business for cheap, try it out for a little bit. If it goes badly, never mind. Da. That was this level 3? Yeah, I'll take it. I am a businessman. As CEO of Bread Corp Incorporated, I am a man of business. MOB is what they call me, man of business. I'm always talking business, thinking business, breathing business, drinking business, doing business, taking business. Business. Watching business, thinking about business. I watched a Plain Bagel video once. I know what business is. If they'll notice that. Shit. Da-da. I have plenty of business talking like that. I'm a businessman. Watching biscuits, eating biscuits, yeah. Making biscuits. Making big piles of them and then throwing them at the wall, grabbing them in my fist. Getting fistfuls of custard creams and throwing them out of skyscraper building windows.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
I want to get. One day I'm gonna just start showing up to the streams in like a suit and tie because I'm a businessman. Da, 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 da.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna show up to my streams wearing shirt and tie, but it'll be like a tie that has been loosened around my neck, so I look really like disheveled. I've been doing I only show up to 1 in every 3 streams because I'm doing so much business. Endless Bread has just become so much business. What's the supergroup of meat wrapped in batter? I mean, I wouldn't describe those as that like a hot dog as being wrapped in batter, considering it's like this is a corn dog, but it's just like bread. I don't really associate bread with being like batter. That's what the fuck. You know what? It's someone else's problem. Oh, it's not gonna let me in, is it? No. Come on, let me in. Let me in. There we go. Da, 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 da. Oh, if only this throat could have seen that sick air shot then. Listen, you've only got so much ammunition. I know that. Da, 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 da. You could say like sandwich. That's a super. That could be the overarching group. If you think about it, a hot dog is just a pork sandwich. Da, 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 da. Oops. Da, 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 da. Da. Oops. Nah, ha, you can't hit me. Oh, he's using the flog, so I might not have to worry too much. That engineer is very committed to whatever it is that he was doing in the corner there. It's not what. Da 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 da. Last night I decided that I would finally try the fries from Domino's Pizza, and they're not very good. Just in case you were wondering, I don't know if the rest of the world has those or if it's just a UK thing. But you can get fries from Domino's, and they're mid. They're technically fried potato. But they're not the best. Oh, you can see those, Siggy. I've just been ignoring them. I had been banning them, but I've been ignoring them for a while, for a bit. I think only moderators and me can see those. Moderators and me is going to be my Marley and Me style film, where I have to tame a horrible moderator, which is you. Da -ba -da 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 -da. Yeah, I didn't think they were going through to the I didn't think the mainstream chat was seeing them. Oops, I expected him to not turn around. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. It does make it makes dealing with them a little bit more a little bit easier. Sorry, having the bots just get automatically picked up. It's something that just happened out of nowhere as well. I don't know why. Well, it's not all the bots. There's still going to be some of the more the older types, like the more traditional, or maybe not even the bots, the ones that are just people that come in trying to sell you something. It's not like it's going to get rid of those, but you know, it helps. Okay, there's not many people in this game. My team is slowly dying out. Fucking classic sniper. I think he'll know that I'm going up here. Just gonna close the door. I'm gonna predict that he's gonna come and try and grab me. He did not. Da, 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 da. Can't predict me. I'm unpredictable. Told you. Not even I could predict that was going to happen. Ah. No. Okay. See, I think once I settled into the stream, I got a little bit better at TF2. I think the other reason why I wasn't too sure, I didn't play WoW on stream is also because no one ever lets me into their groups. So even if I wanted to play, even if I wanted to go and do like some Mythic Plus on stream, I think I'd spend like half of the stream just trying to get into a group. I applied for like 30 plus in a row the other day and didn't get one. No, because I'm not gonna fucking deal with like. I've got to be the HR for the group, and I can't be asked. Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad. My current key... So I never use my own key. I never use my own key in WoW, because I just don't care. Because like I said, I can't be bothered to... I can't be bothered to set up a group. So I use my own key. I use other people's keys, but the key that I currently have is a +5 Stone Vault. So to be fair, that probably would get some attention. Da, 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 da.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Da. But I know that I can do +5 quite confidently. That fucking epic slide there. I know that I can do +5 quite confidently, but no one wants me in. I think it's because they know how good I am and they're scared.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
I get so tense when playing them as well because what are you doing? Fuck off! What the fuck is this? Fuck off! What the fuck? what was that? That own guy doing? +5 Stone Vault give you rating. I've done +5 Mist. I've done +5 Stone Vault. I've done +4 Necrotic Wake. I think those are my highest. And I could do them. Oh look, there's a bot trying to join. Talking to bots earlier. I could do those quite easily. I think. Wait, I might have done a +5. No, I think I was trying to do a +5 siege, but no one. Every time I've got on a group of a group of like +5 siege, everyone just leaves eventually. The last time we didn't even get to the first boss and everything fell apart. Like I was saying, I'm always like incredibly like incredibly on edge and tense while playing WoW, doing Mythic Plus. Like the moment that we have any wipe, I'm like immediately like, that's it, it's over. It's you know, someone's gonna leave. It doesn't fairly frequently. No one will leave, and you just make through with it. You force through, because I think a lot of the time the only people you see like people leave after like a wipe or whatever, but that doesn't make sense to me, because if it's not your key, why does it matter? If the guy in charge, if the guy whose key it isn't getting annoyed, then why does it matter? You might as well just stay through and finish the dungeon. You've still got a chance of getting something, and if it's a dungeon that you haven't done at that level at all, then you're still going to get some level of rating from it. But now I'm currently trying to do everything at over 5. If I'm queuing for dungeons now, I want to do it at lowest +4, but I'd like a +5. I'd like to get a 2000 rating, so I get the cool mech if I can. But it's I'm just having trouble getting into the groups. You don't understand why Siege is getting nerfed, but City of Threads isn't. I've only done City of Threads once on +2. I haven't done Arakara once, and I haven't done. There's another one that I haven't done. I haven't done Grim Batol yet. I've done them on Mythic 0, but I haven't done them on 2 or 2 up. But what is... what about Siege is getting nerfed? I haven't experienced any problems with Siege that couldn't be overtaken, but it couldn't be dealt with just by being a little bit better at the game. Got multiple nerfs. I haven't done it. Yeah, no, I haven't fought the boss this week. I don't think so. Maybe it's changed, or is it changed? Did it change last week, or had it changed last week? Because like I said, I haven't done it this week. So if it's different this week, I wouldn't have seen it yet. No longer knockback. The dot is tamer. I will say that knockback was very annoying. Not because it would 100% kill me, but I have died to that boss twice this season, yeah, and both of them have been in the same place in exactly the same way, and that is when it does the cone, the splashy conal attack that it splashes the swirly thing it's when it's done that. Put the circle on me, the dot, I think that might be the dot, it's put the circle on me, it's done the whole, like, the line of splashy things and the knockback all at the same time, and knocked me into the splashy things with the circle around me, and I just get insta-killed. That's the only time that I've died twice on the final boss, and both times it's been to that, and it's been on the final, the final platform. But other than that, the slam was like mildly annoying. But I haven't really played City of Threads. I did it once, like I said, on +2. Has Necrotic Wake gotten any nerfs? I don't pay attention to any of the updates. It might just be because people know what they're doing on Necrotic Wake now, that it doesn't feel as bad. But on the attempts that I have done, where I've gotten to the end, it didn't feel that as bad as it did on my first attempt at Necrotic Wake. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. But no, the main thing that I have actually been doing is I ran quite a few Mists of Turner Scythe. I think that's what it's called, how it's pronounced. I'm not too sure. I ran quite a few of those to try and get. I need 3 pieces of armor from it for my best in slot, or at least my best in slot mythic. I need the gloves and I need their helmet from Mists. Well, there's a glove and a helmet that I need from Mists, and they just will not drop for me. I got the neck. There's a neck that I needed in Mist as well. There's a neck item that I needed from Mist. I think it was Mist, and I got that. I got that neck, and I was like, "Oh, that's good, great. I've got my best in slot now for my neck item." And so, like, I then went to do Mist again, and I got the neck item again. This time it was a Warbound one, so I could give it to someone else. But I was like, I would much have preferred anything else than the same item again. It's like, yeah, at least it's Warbound, but I'm not really leveling any of the characters because I'm not, like, I don't really care about any of the characters. The only reason I care about my other characters is so I can do the Awakening the Machine thing every week, so that I've got a chance at getting the other mech. But I don't actually need to level them for that to be a thing. But yeah, no, Mist is pretty decent. Mist has been fine. I haven't had too much difficulty with that. The main problem with Mist is people knowing the puzzle, and also not falling off of the edge at the end. You really do. It really is something where you've just got to kind of hope that someone in the group knows how to do the puzzle, because I don't. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do, but like my IQ is not high enough to do that puzzle. Like I will sometimes I'll be able to step up and do it if like the group is struggling, but if there's not someone in the group that just knows automatically, it's not going to get done. During the boss fight, where it becomes a problem, where you've got to choose the correct ad to attack. During one of my attempts, we wiped on it because the tank just started attacking whichever one of the it was like following one of the DPS, and so we wiped because of that. And on the run back, the tank was just like, oh yeah, I just blindly followed you. All right. The tank just was like, oh yeah, I blindly followed I blindly trusted the DPS, and I was like, never trust a DPS. We don't know what we're doing. Oh, I should have continued there. I always forget about it. Fuck you, fucking die, please. But no, Mist was like the first one that I did. +5, I think. Yeah, it was. Mist was my first +5. But I really need new gloves. I need new braces, and I need a new helmet. I'm using a vendor helmet at the moment, which is like fine, but it's fully upgraded, so I can't really do anything else with it. It's fully upgraded, and it's not even like close to being my best. I just bought it. It's the helmet that you can get from like I can't remember which one where it's from, but I bought a helmet just because I needed to try and boost up my item level as much as I could. I needed to boost it up as much as I could, and now I've boosted it up as much as I could without getting proper gear. So I'm just I'm just running Mist occasionally and hoping for the best. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck off. My item level is currently 606, so it's a respectable item level. It's a high enough item level for people to be for it to look nice on a list of potential group members. So I've got 600. Yeah, my item level is 606, and then my mythic rating I think is like 1,200 or something. Maybe like 1,120. I'm not sure. There's a 2 in there somewhere, is all I remember.
This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
It's a lie. That is a lie. I did not. I am innocent. I'm an innocent man. Go away. I'm not doing that. I'm a man of innocence. MOI. Oh wait, I forgot that I was on the blue team. Red team. Ugh. Yeah, I really want one of the mech mounts that's in WoW at the moment. Like I know that they're not going to be taken away. These ones won't be taken away because of how you obtain them. Like the Awakening Machine one is actually pretty common. You see quite a few of them, but it's like it has a 20 because it has a 20% drop rate, but it's a 20% if you're going to get anything from the Awakening Machine. So but every time I've gone to the, I've actually used the Awakening Machine, I haven't gotten anything from it. It's like it's a 20% of the time, like 40% of the time. So that's not useful. Am I like? I have a nasty habit in WoW to just go around mining ore for hours on end instead of actually doing anything. And to be a nice bit of gold, but then I immediately spend that gold on thorium widgets so I can disassemble them to try and get parts to get one of the mech items. Oh no. What's going on? Steam was kind enough to inform me that Kaki Ita times 3 is now available. God, thank you. You know what? I would be surprised. I would be very, very happy to have learnt that, because like now you have told me that. Oh wait, I'm on red team. I forgot. Fucking mind. Fuck off. Go away. Can that? Are you at least slightly impressed that I knew the first few characters of that? I know that they're not very difficult characters, and they are like the most basic ones, but are you not at least slightly impressed that I knew some of them? I love that disgusted dog gif. I love that gif. I love any image of dogs like doing like crunkling up their face like that is fun. It's like that one of the dog like it's the golden retriever that's doing it like a tomato or something. What's going on up here? There's twins, and they're not a spy. Oh, I did not see this here. The engineer would be waiting for me, probably. I have 16 health. Help. I would like to do damage, but there's not really much I can do damage to with this little health. Oh, no. Oh, don't be like that, dear. Now, come back here, little man. Shit, I should have just M1'd. I was too polite. I'm too polite to play Pyro, because I don't M1 too much. Like I do, but I know that I don't. I know that I can. I know that people don't like it, so I will use the flare gun, even if it is objectively a bad idea. You got a notification 6 days ago that the headset ear cushions are in stock. Now they're gone again. Yep, that's why you have to be chronically online. Be online all the time. Check every notification you see. Never turn off notifications. Ask to be notified about everything. I'm not going all the way down there. It's important. Yeah, fucking I just see that fucking epic predict there. Look at that. Yeah, I reflected him a couple of times when I didn't need to, but that was like actually the best predict you've ever seen. Sometimes I shock myself with how amazing I am at this game. And then sometimes I do that. Da-da. I need to buy some new cushions for this, for my headset that I've got. The actual official cushions are really expensive for these. They're like 50 quid, so I ain't buying those, but you can get some aftermarket ones for a little bit cheaper. I can wash these, but washing them takes a few days. Well, I mean, it doesn't... I could like put them in the washing machine or something, but the last time I washed the cups for these headphones, I just put them in a bowl of soapy water on the windowsill for a day or so. But they take they take time. They take like 2 days to fucking dry out. Official cushions for these are 15 bucks plus probably 100 bucks delivery. Where the fuck are you buying them from? The fucking Antarctica? What? you getting them delivered to the middle of the fucking Australian bush? What's going on here? Spy? Oh, he's done. I much prefer larger headphones. I like headphones that cup that cup my head as opposed to I've had quite a few that like sit on the ear, and I don't like that. As a gamer who spends a lot of time with headphones on, I don't like my ears being crushed against the side of my head. I like having them covered like these, and I can feel these like these cushions here are significantly saturated with my gamer grease, so they're sort of collapsing in on themselves. Oh, do you want to see my Australian bush? I got myself a koala and I like to shave it. Give myself a koala-made merkin. Da, da, da. I got in a horrible plane crash at the age of 18 and now I can't grow pubic hair. Get away. Oh, that was a complete fucking accident there that I just reflected a rocket. Hello, g'day mate, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be telling you today how to install Windows Vista on your phone. Step 1, fucking don't. Can't. Stupid bellend. No. Ah. Mario, you're the sort of person that wears a "Women Want Me, Fish Fear Me" t-shirt. Just gonna run away from all that. got arms made out of algae. Don't fucking... No, you're not. Yoink. You rue the day that Steam drops support for Windows 10. It's going to be a long time before Steam drops support for Windows 10. Considering Windows 10 is still, like, you know, the current operating system. So I don't know if that's how you use the word rue. What's going on over here, eh? Huh? What's everyone doing? Mate, you should make a t-shirt brand, and the only thing you sell is the counter, which is women fear me, fish want me. I'm always certain that exists somewhere already, but you know, if you're the first person to copyright it, that's all that matters. And you can sell like bracelets that have like, you know, like the what would Jesus do bracelets with WWJD. You can have WFMFWM. You had a joke, yes, structure got complicated, so you gave up. You start writing a novel that has to try and to say a joke. You realise that you keep adding more to it, and then you realise that you've got to explain more. Honestly, a little bit of that happened with that little like highlight that I put out the other day on the Limited Bread channel. With that, I was gonna add more to the end, but as I was adding more, I was like, this is... Now I'm just starting to make like an actual video, and I don't want to do that, so I just stopped. It is hard to write concise jokes, which is why I just stick to saying the word penis. Da-da-na, da-da-na. It's much easier. Just say penis, say sigma, say cock, cum. Just, you know, talk about fetishes. It's much easier, isn't it? I don't want to play Thunder Mountain. It's not a good map. Da, 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 da. Might buy a blast furnace. Just have it in the background on my streams. Just buy like I could just buy a steel mill. I could buy a steel mill and work from it. Just like in the background on all my streams, you just see steel mill stuff happening. Just think about how much like, how much viewership that'd get me. Are you saying you don't think I can, or are you saying that you don't think it's possible to purchase steel mills? Because while I personally might not be able to buy a steel mill, they probably are still a couple in the UK. I don't think all of them disappear. I might, if I get, you know, big enough on Twitch, maybe one day I could buy a steel mill. I've got to diversify my portfolio. I'm gonna buy a steel mill. Like I said, Margaret Thatcher didn't get rid of all of them. Da, da, da. Or divest from my nut plantation. My, can't think of any words. I was trying to think of a word that would mean like a farm, but would also, it would be like a legume farm, but I couldn't think of a word that like sounds close, like starts with an L, that's also means farm. So I do sometimes think that it'd be funny to do something on stream. Like the other day, I was, yeah, a legume lorry. I could get a transport business that just ships peanuts around. I don't know if a peanut is a legume. Oh, the Futanari police are in this game. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, like the other week I was, but before I started streaming, it was like a nice day, and I almost was like, oh, I'm going on a walk instead of streaming. But then I was like, it'd be funny to one day just say, to like I thought about the idea of like, if ever if you're like a big streamer and one day you're like, it's a nice day, go outside, I'm not streaming today. You know, like as to be like, I'm going for a walk instead of streaming. You do the same thing. It's a nice day. But then I was like, wouldn't it'd be funny to do like the sort of thing where you go on a walk and that's the stream. But then I thought that's a bad idea, because then you start, you know, having to worry about being doxxed and things, unless you're an IRL streamer, which is a little bit different. So then I was like, what if just one day I started streaming and I was just sat in my garden? Like, I was playing games on the computer, but I was like, it was a nice day, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit. You know, I thought I'd do the stream outside, like how when teachers used to occasionally do do like the lesson outside, which I always hated. I never liked doing lessons outside. Whenever the teacher was like, it was a nice day, we're going to do the lesson outside, I was like, I don't want to do that. I'd much prefer to be inside. It wasn't like a hay fever or it's too hot or like that. I just didn't really like doing the lesson outside, because like nothing ever got done. And it was like, you're always like looking for somewhere to sit or work, but there was never any way to sit or work outside in my school. Hi, sorry. Twitch's ban system is going wild. Have you been banned? Does this guy know that you don't have to use that to set me on fire? It's been banning people for posting Twitch clip links. Even bits can get people banned. Is it Twitch themselves doing it? Like people getting Twitch banned, or is it people getting banned by Twitch streamers? Because if it's people getting banned by Twitch streamers, that's just people being a little bit, you know, pissy. And that's just what Twitch streamers will always do. By Twitch himself, Mr. Twitch has been doing it. Yeah, that is bad. Yoink. I didn't even know there was anything, if there'd been any differences in it. Seems unless it's people posting forbidden Twitch clips. Orange shirt, I've got it on now. Look, the shirt that I was wearing in that emote, I'm wearing now. This T-shirt is the same. It's the same one. It's a spy. We both saw it. I wear this I wear this t-shirt all the time because it's like light and comfortable, but also not like it doesn't like fit. It's too big, but that's like why it's nice to wear. It's got a miscellaneous black stain on it somewhere. I don't know where that is. There it is. The cryptid known as Orange Shirtbread has been hiding among us all along. It's been hiding in plain sight. Oh, wait, I was on. I forgot what team I was on. No. Don't mind me, just passing through. Hello. Don't mind me, just routing, just being a bit of a router, a bit of a routist, I think some might say. A routster. Stand and prepare to be routed. That's what I say whenever I have to add a beveled edge to a large slab of wood using a machine. Don't mind me. Go on, use Yoruba. Oh. You're not going to stop me from shooting at you, medic. Stop using a fucking quick fix. That was a quick screen. Routism. Oh. Did I ban that? Yeah, I did. Oh, he's look at him. He's doing the fucking emote taunt heal. The taunt heal that's completely useless. One of the medic items is has the ability to heal if you do the taunt. If you taunt with it, it does like an AOE heal, but it is like practically useless. Because you can't cancel it. So once you've started it, and it is probably much more efficient for you to just heal everyone individually that's around. What's going on here? Huh? That'll do. I died defending. A man who dies attacking can never attack again, but at least a man who died defending did his job. Don't mind me. Shit. Go. Get down. Oh, I saw the turret, but I didn't really react to it. I just saw it and was like, that's interesting. Da, 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 da. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I looked down at my stream deck and saw that I still had the folder open that just has all the pictures of chickens, and was concerned as to whether or not that I'd ever actually got rid of the chicken that was on the side of the screen. Like, I know that someone such as Siggy would have probably told me. He would have come in and said, "Why is there a cock on the screen?" But I just kind of no one else would have said that. No one else would have mentioned that. Like if you were here for when it showed up, you would not have mentioned it. Why is there a cock on the stream? Oh, I can see where the I see where the confusion comes from. That's me. I can see why you would think that was a cock, but no, it is me. Yeah. Common mistake. Easy mistake. That. I didn't know that they could do that prior to the thing starting. What do you mean we got 2 spies, we're going to lose? No, 2 spies means double the effectiveness. We're going to win. Shit. You know, 2 spies, 3 pyros. Everything's going to go great. I mean, they're both already dead. One of them's still alive. Well, at least, kind of. What's over here? They might be competent. Oh, I also made the text at the top of the screen smaller. I wanted to clean up the UI a little. Not the UI. I wanted to clean up what the stream looked like a little bit. So I sorted out the text at the top of the screen. I reorganized it slightly so it looked a bit nicer. I made it a little bit smaller as well. I was considering, but I didn't really know how to implement it properly. But I was considering having where the chat is on stream. I was considering having that be an opaque or translucent box, so that chat could be seen easier on the VOD for myself. But I changed my mind because it would look stupid unless I was like a VTuber in which the game itself, the actual gameplay window, is slightly smaller. Where you have space on the sides of the screen to put stuff such as that. But yeah, no, I decided against it. Also because the chat it's not like it's moving fast or anything. It shows up on stream, you know, every few minutes. Okay. I spat on my screen at some point during there, and it's like directly in the center, so I've just gave myself a crosshair. Da 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 da. What was this email that I got earlier? Oh, okay. It was just telling me about a follower. After a full day of Echo raiding, Liquid still got the best pull. I watched a small amount of Echo this morning. And I watched a small amount of Liquid last night. And I have to say that Liquid seems significantly better than Echo. Like, they're both at the top of their game, but Echo just didn't seem like they were as good as Liquid. Echo seemed like they were struggling a whole lot more than Echo. Echo seemed they were struggling a whole lot more than Liquid. Da, da, da. like everyone in Echo seemed so much more dejected and sad after like a morning of failed pulls, whereas like I was watching this before midday, so they all seemed like already miserable as shit that it's not working out. Whereas I saw Liquid like halfway through, just after lunch, and they were not. They definitely seemed to be in higher spirits.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
But that being said, I think I like. I mean, they may always look sad. They are. Yeah, they're in German. They're European, so it's just normal. I don't. I like. What I liked. What I watched of Echo, I liked watching Echo. I think a little bit more, in terms of the commentators they had were just a little bit nicer to listen to. Liquid's commentators just are a little bit boring. There's 3 of them that aren't too bad together, but a lot of Liquid's commentators just aren't too interesting to listen to. And the fact that Team Liquid stream feels significantly more corporate than Echo's. Obviously, they're both pretty corporate, but Liquid's is significantly more corporate than Echo's. One thing I did like about Liquid though is that they had cameras that were in the rooms of the raiders looking down at all of them, and unlike their second monitors where they've got like their top secret information, they just have random pictures or gifs over them, which was fun. Has Echo given up for today? Or are they still going? I was gonna have it open on my other monitor while I was streaming, just so I could have a look at it and see how it was going. Not that it would really be something you can sort of like glance at too easily. I don't really know what's going on. I have a rough idea, but like I don't know if they've had I don't know if Liquid's had a better pull, but I did watch them do a pull that was significant, that was like better, that progressed them a little bit further, and no, it didn't, but it was a good run. And the commentators would be like, this is a really good run. They've got into phase 3 and they haven't used a battle res and they've got all 20 members. It's a really good run, and they're dead. just out of nowhere, they did it was going really well, and then one mechanic just got slightly either they didn't know what would happen if they didn't do the mechanic, or what, that something happened and suddenly the whole raid was dead. And I did find it funny watching watching the commentators being like really, really excited, like it's very clear that they're getting on the edge of their seat commentating what's happening, and then just going, oh, they're dead. Just because there's one raid wiping mechanic that they didn't deal with. So I was to go. Oh yeah, I assume they would. It's still plenty of time. Like even if you're going on the form like the if these are WoW players, you know, they can sit still for they can sit and play WoW for many more hours. I would love it if the general WoW playing community had the stamina that Mythic the Race for World First players have. Because so many people in WoW will just leave if you die like twice to a boss. Dun 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 dun. I'll probably watch some Liquid later, depending on how it's going, depending on who the commentators are, really.
Nice.
Yeah. Because they've got to be pretty close to winning. Although they are a lot of the commentators the commentators I've kind of heard, they're all a little bit concerned that there's going to be specifically a mythic plus a mythic phase. But yeah, I've never even seen top level, like that kind of top level WoW play. So that was the fun part of this, is just seeing top level play for the first time. Fuck off. Oh, medic. Fucking idiot. Sorry. You've seen it firsthand. What, have you been part of top level WoW? Were you in the race to world first for, like, Legion? Can I track down who you are by knowing that?
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to Breadcorp Incorporated Regi_16.
Welcome. Thank you for following. Oops. You always have to. You always gotta fucking. Why am I? Shit. I was partly distracted trying to decipher what you have just said there, Maya. Exactly one cutting edge just week before the cutoff. Are you saying that you were in a guild that attempted to do the race for world first, or tried to attempt to, or like mythic MDI? Feat of strength. Oh, okay, yeah. Feat of strength that you get finishing mythic final boss before the next one comes out. Okay. Is it possible to get crawled across the finish line? Was it like 3 people left alive in the raid, just like forcing it to the end? You still get what's it called? Ahead of the curve. Do you get ahead of the curve is just for beating the raid, beating whatever the current raid is before the nerf, innit? Is it heroic? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was I wasn't too sure. I suppose it makes sense. I always just thought that ahead of the curve was like what you got for beating the raid before it got nerfed or something.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Thank you, Visferic. Press vital input as always. Visferic, what's your opinion on World of Warcraft? Where are you in the raiding scene? Cock. Did you have you managed to beat have you beaten Queen Anserect on Mythic? Oops. I didn't know that the I was one thing that impressed me about the race for World First is that it's 20 people. I assumed that it was going to be like 15 or something, or like 10 to 15 people. I didn't know that Mythic was 20 people. It makes Mythic seem it makes the race to Mythic seem even more difficult when you know that the raid leader has to wrangle 20 people, and those 20 people all have to all 20 people have to play their best. Heroic is 10 to 30 and Mythic is set to 20. Ah, okay. Oh, I remember when Flexi raids got added back with Siege of Orgrimmar. Joyous time. Never did it, but I never did Siege of Orgrimmar. I didn't do any of the raids in Mythic Mists of Pandaria, but well, outside of Raid Finder. Because back then, obviously you would remember Maya, but back then you didn't have the group finder the way we have it now, because you'd have to go into whatever the capital city was and start screaming that you needed players. Remember, received already featured 5 times. Let's see. Visferic won the Race to World first the day that it came out. On his own, single-handedly. In the on the Liquid stream, the nerds in charge. No, wait, no, the nerds who were doing the commentary. They were doing some like very quick statistics to try and figure out how likely they were to get past any mechanic, and they came to they did math that I could not confirm or deny as being real, but they came to the conclusion that if everyone on the team has a 98% chance of doing a mechanic correctly every time, then it means that any given moment, any given mechanic has a 60% chance at being beaten, or like 60-something% chance of being beaten. So even if everyone is doing it 98% of the time, because there's 20 of them, the chance of them actually getting through without it happening is only a little bit above half, which I think is rather makes it put it more into to context. Is that the word? Yeah, put it in context. Yeah, that makes this. That would be a sentence of how difficult it is. Which I already knew it was difficult. It's taken them 10 days to beat 6 bosses. You know. Although they did like reset halfway through, but you know. Did you get some people during your Mythic Sire Denathrius progress? Because for some reason your job in Phase 1 was really easy, and you guess everyone else was struggling really hard. They didn't like you talking about the most random things during. Just in the middle of Phase 1, it's like, should I get a kebab? Or should I just eat cabbage? Was that what raid was that? Or what expansion? What it played the most wheelchair of Holy Paladin. Shadowlands. Okay, I thought it was. Just because it had Sire in the name. I had no idea who that was. In my head, it was either the first... it was either the boss in one of the Legion dungeons that I can't remember the name of. The red guy. Or the... I don't know why that would be... That was... Wait, no, he's in the first raid, isn't he? Maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, one of the Legion guys, or Shadowlands, got Sire in it, so I was like, oh, I could be that. But I skipped Shadowlands, so... I skipped it, and I also wouldn't have played it anyway. I wouldn't have raided in it anyway, but, you know. I don't regret skipping Shadowlands. I know I came into it at the very end, but it did not. It did not interest me. Even once I could go through everything pretty quick to sort of experience a lot of it, it still never really... didn't really catch my attention. I liked the final zone. The final zone was cool. That was a fun area, or at least an interesting looking area, and had a lot of interesting looking items. And I got a cool looking frog from it, which I liked. But I hated the idea of the story because it didn't make any sense in my head to the way that WoW works. Because it's like, why is there a heaven and hell in WoW? You know, like. Why are there, like, why are there different, like fucking, oh, what is it? Like, the trolls have, like, Bwonsamdi, and, like, they're, like, spirit realm and everything. And it's like, what about all, like, the ghosts and spirits and things? Oh, wait, I'm on the blue team. What about, like, the ghosts and spirits and everything? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You can't have ghosts and spirits in a game where there is an objective heaven and hell in the way that it is. And also, just because... You know, it just, the whole thing just wasn't... Oh, fuck. I didn't really care about Sylvanas. She was cool, she was cool for a bit, but then it just kind of felt like... Because I didn't have any attachment to Sylvanas, because I didn't know, I wasn't... I mean, to be fair, it's the same with the way the expansions are now. I don't have any attachment to the characters. But, like, I don't know what Sylvanas' story was. Like, I know she was, like, undead or something. And was, like, salty about that or something. But, yeah, I didn't like the fact that they had... Well, that it was like, oh, yeah, well, now people go here and we decide if they are good or bad. And they go to heaven and hell and things like that. What was that about Holy Paladin? It's absolute bliss. Blizzard cocked it up and Paladins spent barely any mana and had pretty much no hard casting, so he just jumped around doing instants for 3 hours straight without running out of mana. Whee! Oh. There we go. What the fuck does that even mean, Visferic? I didn't do any of the raid last week, I don't think. Or maybe I did. Did I? I don't know when it was. I don't think I did. I don't think I did any of the raid last week. I got to Silken Court from my first run of the raid, and then was like, that's enough for me. Like, I can get good enough gear from doing Mythic Plus. I don't need to do the raid. The spouse of Garrot Gary. I see. Visferic is a Visferic's a warrior main. That's what it was. Visferic was just hinting to the fact that he's a warrior main. And that he likes going around and using hamstring on all the horde characters. That ability that I never use. I never use any of those snares. I've started a little bit in current expansion. Like, Chains of Ice is a spell that I never used. During Battle for Azeroth, I think it was a little bit useful because there was an ability that meant that it stacked as you sort of just went around. It just created... you built up charges just by existing of Chains of Ice, and then once you hit 20, you could use Chains of Ice to do a stupid amount of damage, and it was really powerful. But they've added that in as a talent now, and it's absolutely shit. It's like it costs a rune to use, so it's like you might as well just spend that rune on something else. Like Remorseless Winter or something. Second Bastion Siege needs it. I can't remember which one that is. Yeah, I can. It's the woman on the boat, innit? Fuck off. What am I, what can you fucking, what can you snare in there? I'm not snared. The second boss of Mist can use one. Because if you get the thing, she jumps away if you don't snare it. Can you stop her? I didn't know you could stop her from jumping away. I'm gonna start casting Chains of Ice on her then.
Why is that cart not moving?
You failed.
I'll see what happens. I've also started like spamming like one of my favorite spells of Death Knight right now is Anti-Magic Shell. Anti-Magic Shell is a great spell because it's just it's like the Mage Absorb, but like only for magic damage, which you just kind of have to guess if it's magic damage if you don't know. But it does mean that you can just ignore some mechanics in boss fights. Also has 2 ad phases at 6/6. Okay, so you can't stop the ad phases, but you could. I've not really noticed the jumping around. I should probably start using it anyway, but you know. I never join groups. I see groups fairly frequently on listed being like specifically asking for a Frost DK, and I refuse to join those groups because if they're asking for me, then that means that there is a specific task they want me for, and I don't know what that is, and I'm scared that they're just gonna assume, or that I'm gonna fuck it up. So if they want the Frost Death Knight specifically, I'm like, no. There's someone else can do that. I don't want to have to. I don't mind helping with Death Grip and things, but if I don't want too much responsibility on my shoulders. But yeah, no, on Mists, having a snare is pretty useful for the extra summon that appears. Like the little thing that freeze tag. That spell that summons like a spirit fox or whatever. And if it touches you, it freezes everyone around you, which is really annoying if it fucking spawns on top of you. You have time to evade it. It's just if it spawns in an inopportune moment where you just don't really see it spawn or notice that it's spawning, and so like you stand in the ring without realizing it. And you just get hit the moment it spawns. That's annoying, but you can snare that. There's something else that I use it on that I can't remember. Da 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 da. Oh, that's the fucking fella right there. Luckily, in WoW currently, gold is like fucking worthless. So I've been spending gold like there's no tomorrow on trying to get that mount that I mentioned when I first streamed WoW. I've been spending hundreds of thousands of gold on thorium widgets just to break them down for a chance at getting the parts to make the mount. So much so that it probably would almost be cheaper for me to just buy them. Because I can go and farm, materials for a few hours, come back, sell them all. Then while I'm waiting for those to be sold, go and mine for some more. Then come back and sell them and get like 100,000 gold the next time I log in. It's great. And I just immediately sell that on thorium. Buy that. immediately just go and buy thorium widgets. Don't know if they're the most efficient way of doing it, but that's what I have been using it for. I have thousands and thousands of scrap items, of rusted scrap to sort through as well, but that's like completely useless. Because if I'm only trying to get that mount from engineering, then I don't actually need anything else that engineering gives. The one thing that I do want to find, though, as opposed to buy, is one of the items that you need for it. You can buy for 1 million gold on the auction house. It's selling for about 500,000. And so there's a single item that you need. You only need one of them, and I'd rather not buy that. I'd much prefer to just find that. But it seems very rare, because I have sorted through possibly over 5,000 pieces of 5,000 thorium widgets, and I've yet to find one. So but I was just kind of, I was just looking at like the price of thorium widgets and looking at how much gold I had, because I'm currently at about 1 million gold, a little bit over 1 million gold, and so I was looking at how much gold I had, and I was looking at the thorium widgets, and then I was looking at how much money I had previously, and realized that I had earned about 200,000 gold in a week. And so I kind of thought, maybe I'm actually earning more gold than I was expecting, and I can spend hundreds of thousands of gold on thorium widgets, because I'm actually earning a lot of gold. Especially when I can, you know, if I go mining for a little bit of time, if I go mining for a couple hours and then come back with, like, you know, 6 null stones, I can fucking sell those for like 50,000 gold. It's great. Ugh, I love making gold. I love making money in WoW. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing shit with my life. It's like, yeah, I might just sit here playing WoW all day, but my WoW bank account has 1 million gold in it. Just think about how much that would be if that gold was in fact pounds. Well, I fucking run Stone Vault +2 for like 4 hours because I want the mount. I want more mounts because I'm greedy. Come here. I like that earlier while I was talking about like gold and WoW or whatever, I just walked into a quick grenade. Didn't even like try to walk backwards. My brain clocked onto it. I saw it there. My brain was like, there's a crit grenade there. You should probably not walk into it. But I just didn't react to it. I was like, eh. Part of me was like, I'm too far away for it to be a problem. And I mean, it didn't kill me, but it also, you know, did still do damage to me. That was a dead ringer. No, it wasn't actually, I don't think. I don't think it was a dead ringer. I was looking at the spy pictures at the top, waiting for him to disappear, and it just didn't. Da 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 da. Okay, being healed a little bit. Very nice, cheeky. Cheeky. Get rid of you. Ugh. Oh, sexy that is. No, I wanted that. Good enough. You blew your horn and it did nothing because I had killed everyone, you fool. You fool, go back to the hole that you grew up in. Yes, that's what I thought. Fuck. Oh, he's got the gift of giving on his chest, he has. He's got the gift of giving.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
I like that there are some items in this game that you just never see. Like the gift of giving is an item you never see people wearing. It's like if you've got it, because it just takes up a slot, and it's like you might as well put something cool in there instead of that. It's like the mercenary badge. Why would the fuck would you ever put your mercenary badge on? Other than to show off how old your account is. But even then, it's like, I don't really need to. I can show off how old my account is just by playing better than them. That is 100% a spy. I would like to leave, please. Thank you. Shit. Oh, way down south in the land of traitors. It's a theory, okay? It's in theory. It's theoretically. Theoretically, I can play better. I would rather play better. I would rather play better without having the badge on than play badly with the badge on, so that they know how long I've been playing the game for and go, hold on, you've been playing the game since 2012. How are you this bad at it? You know. That just makes more sense to me. I'm going to leave it here because I've just be I'm getting hungry and I want to get something to eat and go and play World of Warcraft for the next 15 hours. So I will be back next time I stream. By the way, I'll be back next time. Look at this like highly cinematic lighting that I've got in my room, just showing my descent into madness. I'll be back next time I stream to do something, whatever that may be. We'll find out next time I stream. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. And where's the book? Hold on. And bye bye.